hello there, yes. Well, it may or may not be any closer to the weekend. Metaphorically and otherwise, it's very dark outside. Anyway, following yesterday's court ruling, I think it's clearer than ever we are being run by a very small number of people who, no matter what, will get their own way. There are words for such people who operate, broadly speaking, almost just about not really within a democratic system, and then decide to just simply dump the rule book. Just cursory at a glance about what people feel they can get away with in the last 24 hours in terms of shifting their own particular viewpoint, which is usually going to be a negative one on a vast number of people. Disappointingly, one might say, the Daily Telegraph has gone down the pure propaganda route of suggesting from an anonymous source that everything Suella Braverman said was right. Whether or not you like Suella Braverman or not, whether or not you believe that such a person actually exists, they probably do. The civil service is a very big body. You're bound to find somebody that doesn't like something. But printing anonymous articles is not proof of anything. Unfortunately, Daily Telegraph, Daily Mail, et al. It's simply propaganda. That's all it is, printing the same thing over and over and over again as truth. And of course we come to my pet topic, which is schools, and Spike et al. Are doing the same thing again, just simply producing the same old lies over and over again. This is happening, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening, and you need to do something about it. And some people, fortunately, are. Well, apart from teachers who are leaving in disgust, of course. We have the delightful Kelly J. Keane, Posey Parker, who I just want to slightly halt here and unpack this one, because it's a perfect example of people who are given a media platform who just feel that they can come out with any old rubbish they like, because it doesn't matter what the consequences on people around them are, so long as somebody is hurting. So let's look at this. I went to a primary school meeting today to support a mother with concerns. Good, schools are happy with that kind of thing. Do often get a lot of people coming in with parents to offer support. That's a plus. The meeting was with 2 safeguarding leads. Good, so they know what they're talking about. Here are some of the things they said. They are a no outsiders school, something Kelly doesn't like. It means being okay and generally having, a positive view of certain individuals in the school. You can guess which ones that shouldn't happen to. They only have mixed sex toilets with shared sinks. Primary school. Think about that for a short period of time. Kelly sees very small children as dangerous. Think about those ideologies that see very small children as dangerous. They would tell a child to use preferred pronouns. Okay, yes, schools tend to do that. They tend to work on the basis of what the child wants to be called. Have done for about 20 years, as far as I can make out. Kelly doesn't like that. We need to be kicking somebody that we don't like, and the teachers are going to have to do it on our behalf, otherwise we'll scream. They would not automatically keep boys out of girls' bedrooms on school trips if they identified as girls. Right. Has to be strict sex segregation, because a 5-year-old might be a predator. Kelly doesn't like certain 5-year-olds and therefore labels them as dangerous individuals, despite the fact that they're 5. Think about that sort of mentality, and the person that wants to impose those kind of sex-based rules in schools. Yeah, sounds a bit like the Taliban. Yes. Right? They lie barefaced and without shame. So even though she's told all these things in good faith, because that's what the safeguarding leads have done, they're still bad people because they truck with the enemy. Which neatly sort of, if you like, brings us on to certain definitions of certain groups of people in society. And I might refer you to Umberto Eco. Disagreement is treason. The critical spirit makes distinctions, and to distinguish distinguish it as a sign of modernism. In modern culture, the scientific community praises disagreement as a way to improve knowledge. Yes, you see? You see, it's treason to think this way, thinks Kelly, and indeed the Daily Telegraph, and indeed Spiked, and indeed, basically, the Conservative Party. The appeal to social frustration and the obsession with a plot. Yes, they're all there, all the lefties, they've all taken over and they've won, and there's nothing we can do about it, so we have to pass laws to try and do something about it. It may well be existing in our own head, but if we keep on about it year after year after year after year, then our friends in the media will make sure that at least enough of you don't question what we're doing for another few months so that we can get something else past you. And this time, in some form or other, it's, going to be our human rights. It doesn't really matter what Britain's standing in the world is anymore. You may have noticed this. It doesn't matter what Britain's standing in the world is, yeah? Britain, a nation where you could be told that signing a trade deal with Florida is some huge advancement in terms of our glory as a nation. Anyway, I best stop being so treasonous, lest I am removed next. Do have a lovely whatever the dark day is. You never know. It may be Christmas soon. Not for us, obviously. Do take care.